Everybody, welcome back to a new episode. Here we are looking at CEI. We haven't looked at this stock before on the channel, but yes, I do have a few opinions on it, and I want to share all of them with you in this quick video. If it sounds good, make sure to, of course, leave a like and subscribe as always, but do remember, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I do thoroughly recommend that you do your own research when investing, and of course, before making any investment decisions. Also remember, particularly with this stock, we have seen big moves upwards, so I think it is carrying quite a high amount of risk. I just want to make sure that investors are informed. So, I have warned you guys, make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, whether you are positive, as in bullish or bearish on the stock. Just make sure you know what you get yourself into, and that should always be the case before investing. Again, I'm sure all of you know that, but I'm just reminding you guys of that. Again, do subscribe, it will be helping the channel, but now we're going to jump in and look at this stock, because today we have seen a drop of about 4.92% on CEI. And as I mentioned, this is not really a stock that we have looked at before on the channel. I know that a lot of people are talking about the stock in a positive light, and certainly is getting a lot of opinions on it either way, but I just want to speak about this quickly because, like I said, we haven't done so before. I think where we are right now, we've seen a drop of about 5% today. Looking out to the wider markets, we're going to start off down here actually. We can see a few of our favourite other stocks are down. ATER falling by about 10%, BBIG falling by about 4%. When we come down to AMC, we're falling down by about a figure of, let's get that, 4.39%, and down here on MRIN, we are falling by about 8.8%. So you can see the whole picture, a lot of these quote-unquote meme stocks, as people do like to call them, are falling today. And again, the markets as a whole are not doing too well either. We've seen the Dow Jones being down by about 1% today. Again, hopefully we're going to get some YouTube shorts done in a few moments, so I'll discuss this in a bit more detail. But yeah, things are not looking too good in the markets as a whole, so that's the first thing that I want to focus on. I think when we look at the markets as a whole, it does kind of give us a bit of an indication, especially looking back to the stock. So we are down over here, but yeah, a lot of the market is down as well, and a lot of our favourite stocks are down as well. So whilst I am still a little bit concerned, it does, show what the general trend is at the moment across the market, and this stock is not too much of an outlier to that. Now, where things really get interesting with this stock is on the 5-day and 1-month chart, because you will know in the past month we've seen highs all the way up here of about a price, if I can get that figure, of about 442. Now, if we look at lows of the month, which were very early on, this stock was worth only 95 cents. So, if you'd have bought this one back then, you would have made some really big profits, especially if you'd have sold at the highs. So, congratulations to you. But I want to speak about the prospects of this stock right now based on my personal opinion. Again, not financial advice, just my opinion. And I absolutely could be wrong. You could have a different opinion, and that's completely fine. So, we're going to have a look at the figures first, and then I'll share a few of my opinions. So on the 1-day figure, you can see falling up until about 9.44, so we had about a 50-minute sell-off, but from there, we had a bit of growth actually. This took us up to about 10:15, and from that point, we actually saw a decline for the majority of the day. Now, on the 5-day chart, we can see we hit highs up here, which was back on the 29th, so last Wednesday. This was at $4.81, so really some big profits have been made across this stock. But yeah, ever since we have been falling, unfortunately, and that has taken us to where we are right now. And on the 1 month, like I said, we've seen really big gains. Let's talk about what's coming next in just a few moments after we do that technical analysis. So we can see on the 1-day chart, from a technical standpoint, we are sat on a moving average figure of about 3.18. It is a little bit higher than where we are right now. It's a lagging indicator, and it definitely hasn't caught up to the current price, which is fine. Now, the RSI is coming really low right now on the 1-day, sat at 30, so it's only 10 points away from being oversold. It's a 1-day chart, and the reason why it is so low, in my opinion, is because of this drop towards the end of the day, and the MACD trend has also been caught out, and now that is down as well on the end of the day too. Now, the 5-day chart over here is showing us a moving average figure of 3.31, just to sum things up very quickly. Again, it is higher than where we are right now. It has been caught out by today's decline, as you may expect. Now, here we are seeing a really low RSI as well. This is sat on 26, so literally 6 points away from being oversold. We're coming very close to it on this chart, and the MACD trend over here is still quite flat, but yeah, it is in the red by a small amount, I do believe. Coming out to the 1-month chart, we can see now interesting things are happening, and this is where my opinions become slightly divided on this stock, because one thing that I can see in the past day or two, we do appear to be stable above the price point of $3. However, I am still a bit apprehensive as to this stock, but I'll get into that in just a few moments if you guys will bear with me. But yeah, what we are seeing today is a volume of 212.6 million. We are sat on a moving average figure of 1.1, sorry. Yeah, and we can see down here we are sat on a MACD trend which is at 0.5, so it is bullish, and it is becoming a little bit more bullish as time does go on. But these lines are becoming increasingly tight now, and we're seeing two red candles here. Are we going to see a trend change, and are we going to see a bearish trend appear on the MACD? It is a bit early to say, but we'll just have to see what tomorrow has in store, because that will probably be a bit more indicative of what we will be able to read on the MACD on the 1 month. And like I said, the RSI figure is at 70, so it has been oversold for some periods in the month. Again, this has also been caught out somewhat by the massive moves upwards that we have seen. So, you know, it was overbought, sorry, for quite a big period of time, you can see down here, but now it's coming back down to a more reasonable level. It is still relatively high at 70, being, you know, only 10 points away from being overbought, but it's not looking too bad either. It definitely is calming itself down. But let's talk about my opinions now on this particular stock. So as I said, I'm a bit ambivalent as to say either way with this stock. On the one hand, I do think it does have potential, and, you know, from what I can tell, there is, you know, that potential to see more moves upwards in the future. However, when it comes to buying this stock right now, would I personally buy this stock? I personally wouldn't. And that's not saying that for any particular reason. The reason why I would not buy this one is because we have seen such a big growth upwards trend. I think now it is absolutely possible that we could be seeing a little bit more of a drop going forwards. Now, does that mean that we are going to see no more upwards motion? It's absolutely not indicative of that. We could see a bit more upwards momentum, in my opinion. But what I would personally do, based on just what I personally feel, and I do like to stay a bit risk aware, so in my strategy, I would definitely wait on this one a day or two, look at how the price does move, look at what we see. If we see a bit of, you know, consolidation, that would be really nice. If we see a bit of upwards momentum, fantastic. But on the other hand, if we see a bit of downwards momentum, that would also have me a bit questioning where we are right now, and thinking about if we could drop even lower. And even if we were to drop lower from that point, and I was still interested in investing in the stock, for example, the benefit of that would be that I would be able to get the shares for a cheaper price. That's just my personal strategy. So, do I think that this stock is a buy right now? I'm not 100% against it, you know, depending on how much risk you are willing to carry, but personally, I am not going to be buying this stock right now. And even if I was looking to buy this stock, in theory, I would not be buying it right now, simply due to the fact that we have shot up so much. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that I think possibly we could see a bit more of a drop going forwards, and I hope that this is wrong. Like I said, we have remained above the $3 mark today, which is really good. If we can see that remain into tomorrow, I will be quite positive if I do make another video tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just waiting to see what we do see on this stock. Again, no hate to the stock. I'm not saying anything bad about the stock. I'm just saying that in my personal opinion, we are seeing a little bit of a trend change on the MACD, which is becoming a little bit bearish now. We are seeing a little bit of a drop over the past 3 days, and for that reason, I would just wait it out a bit and see what happens. Again, just to reiterate, not that I dislike this stock, not that I think it's not a good stock to buy, I just think that now is not the time to buy it, because, you know, even if we are going to see more upwards momentum, I think we definitely could see a bit of a downwards motion before that. Now, one thing that I do want to kind of point to in this one is what we saw with MRIN, and again, how retail go crazy for these things. So MRIN, I did cover it on the channel quite a while ago when it was at the highs, and I did say this stock is not a good buy based on my personal opinion, just because of the amount of upwards momentum that we have seen in such a short period of time. I just wondered what was going to come next. I said stay away from this one for a day or two based on my personal opinion, and that's what I would do. And sure enough, yeah, we had one day of green. It was a big day of green. We had another day of green. You know, this was the point where I said perhaps not worth it. And yeah, we did see another day of green. But obviously from there, we saw drops and drops and drops and drops. And it's come all the way down to $7.81 from highs well above $10. So again, I'm not saying that's the same. Each stock is different, but I just think with this one, I'm going to trade cautiously. I'm going to tread cautiously as well, and I will just wait to see what we see. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that we see a big bounce, and I hope that we move upwards going forwards into the future. But personally, I would not be buying this one right now. It doesn't mean it's a bad stock. It just means that I would be waiting to get in at a little bit of a cheaper price if I personally was interested. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all soon. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen, you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously, it is split into multiple sections. Basically, at the top, we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs, and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well. And we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down, you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.